Hey guys, welcome back to Handmade. I'm Liz, and today I am tackling something that I think a lot of DIYers can relate to: project indecision. So I have this blank space by my front door. I've been thinking about what to do with it ever since we moved in. I've consulted Pinterest, my husband, my dog. Hey Miles, what should we hang on this wall? The dog was definitely no help. I obviously love plants, so I've considered a plant wall, and the idea of DIY wall art is interesting as well. So today I'm going to combine those two ideas to create a geometric trellis that doubles as wall art. Let's get started. The first step of this project is to build the frame. I'm using 2x2 lumber cut to 66 inches for the top and bottom, and 39-inch pieces for the sides. Place the side pieces outside the top and bottom, and then add a third 66-inch piece as a center support. Use a metal square to line up the corners, then screw them together with flat L brackets. I drafted my husband to help with assembly. It's definitely easier with two people just because this is such a large project. Turn the frame over before moving on to the next step. I'm using 1x2 lumber for the top of the trellis. For the outside of the design, you'll need 4 pieces cut to 20 inches and 12 pieces cut to 29 inches. Then you'll cut the ends of each one at a 45-degree angle so the design lines up. Cutting these angles is definitely the trickiest part of this project, and the quickest way to do this is with a miter saw. Cut each piece to length first, then move the saw blade and cut each end at a 45-degree angle. As always, make sure to wear eye protection when working with a saw. Safety first. If you don't have access to a miter saw, you can also cut these angles with a miter box, which costs about $10 at the hardware store. To use it, start by clamping down to your work surface. Then clamp the piece of wood in place to cut a 45-degree angle. Pretty cool. It takes a bit of elbow grease, but this is totally doable. Whatever method you use, sand the cut edges before you move on. Now, let's talk end angles because this can get a little confusing. For the 29-inch pieces that make up the outside design, you'll use the same angle on both ends. I'm also adding 2 diamonds in the center, and for those, you'll need pieces cut with opposite angles on each end. For the diamonds, you'll need 4 20-inch pieces and 4 9-inch pieces. Since the edges of the diamonds won't connect to the center support, they'll need some extra reinforcement, so I'm using wood glue to secure each angled cut, and then when it's dry, adding a corner bracket. Okay, everything is cut to size, so now let's assemble this trellis. You want to start by placing the largest pieces and make sure that everything is equidistant as you go. Once you're happy with the layout, screw everything in, finishing with those center diamonds. Now, it's time to paint. I'm using an opaque wood stain in dark gray and a mini roller. This will make the painting process go much faster. For corners and hard to reach areas, I'm using a small paintbrush. Don't forget to paint the inside of each piece of wood as you go. I added about 2 coats to get full coverage. The wall where I'm hanging the trellis is wood, so I hung this up by screwing it directly into the wall through the frame. You can hang a planter directly on the supports with hooks or plant a trailing vine below and watch it grow up. And I'm going to try both of these with this trellis. I love the way the trellis turned out, and it's motivating me to take on some of those other DIY projects that I've definitely been thinking about for way too long. Let me know in a comment below. What are those projects that you just can't make a decision on? Please tell me I am not the only one struggling. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!